Yo, Clementine, shut the fuck up. Hoe ass nigga. Shut your bitch ass up. I say what I want, and you gonna watch, nigga. You don't gotta watch. Make your way out. Yeah, I see it all, nigga. Hold on. You lucky ain't ready right now, nigga. Hoe ass nigga. You's a bitch. I should ban your ass, nigga. Fuck what that nigga talking about, bro. Fuck what that nigga talking about. I'm just sitting here chilling. What's good with y'all niggas, bro? Undaunted, what's good, bro? Oh, whatever. Whatever. Hey, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Just watch. Watch what happens. Watch this. Watch this. This is gonna be fun. This shit. Love it. Watch this. Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah, get rid of that nigga. Just get rid of him. Get rid of him. Shit, niggas don't have time for that today. Fucking kid. Chat was good with it. I haven't streamed in a little minute. Been going through a lot of shit. Got my car back. That took a lot. My car was fucked. $1,000. Bullshit, bro. Bro, niggas don't got time for that shit. Slim was good. That's the other Slim. Laser was good with it. Dawson was good. No Cap was good. Chat was good. Everybody liked the stream for me real quick, bro. But yeah, we got a lot of videos to watch. You know what video I really want to watch though, and it sounds crazy. It's gonna sound crazy. I want to watch that Sav video, that 3-hour Sav video. I don't know if we gonna make it. I don't know if we gonna make it, but I do want to watch that shit, like, and upload it. I really do want to do that. I don't know why, but I do. Because if I react to that, the video is gonna be longer than 3 hours when I upload it. The video is gonna be like, that video is gonna be a 6-hour long. No, not 6. Maybe a little less. It's gonna be like 4 hours because I'm gonna be stopping it and talking about shit, things of that nature. I got a few Wolverine videos to react to. I know Evan and Keenan did a video together, if I'm not mistaken. Graham, wait, what's up, Graham Cracker? What's up? Wait, Graham in here? Oh shit. Oh yeah, Jordan. Did I say what up to Jordan? What's good, Jordan? All right, but yeah, Timothy was good, nigga. All right. So let me do this real quick. Let me go to go here real quick. Yeah, let's see. Oh, we gotta watch this. No, I gotta watch this AI shit. This shit funny. Hold on. This shit right here. We might watch this shit tonight. We could watch this shit right now. Where did it go? Oh, this one. This is funny as fuck. Basically, the intro to San Andreas, but the AI. Do y'all want to watch this shit? This is actually interesting. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty funny. I slick want to watch this shit. Man, that Avengers trailer was wild. No, that shit was wild, bro. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a crazy ass movie. Don't know what's gonna happen, but damn shit was good, bro. You good? You not late, bro? This shit just started. You ain't late. Late for what? There's nothing to be late for, bro. You are good, bro. Trust me. All right. So what I'm gonna do that right there. We're gonna put this up there with it. Oh shit. Put that up there with it. You ain't gonna start that yet. We just probably have it up just to have it up. I slick want to do that. Oh, this is hilarious. This nigga really got a series, bro. That's fire, bro. That shit is actually dope as hell. Yeah, that Avengers shit is gonna be crazy. 2026, yeah. This is a great year, like, just for entertainment in general, gaming, movies, nigga. What? Wildin'. Let's see what we got. So, all right, got a few videos. Do y'all want me to start off with GTA or start off with Wolverine stuff? Because I'm streaming every fucking day for the rest of this week and next week. I have to. I don't have a fuck. I'm behind on. But yeah, what do y'all want to watch? Wolverine stuff first or GTA stuff first? I mean, GTA is always a smooth. Like, what that sad video at? I think there it go right here. I slick want to watch this. I don't know why, but I do. I don't know why, bro. Wolverine, GTA. Everybody need to say something. But yeah, Jordan, that's a fact. Shit is insanity. Insane. And I should be streaming longer than 2 hours tonight. I think I will be. She about to die. I think I'm GTA. We can do that. All right, niggas saying GTA more. We upgraded the Wi-Fi as well. Like, it should be stronger. Well, I don't think it hit yet, but faster. Same thing. To an extent. Oh, with the Avengers Doomsday trailer and Spider-Man Brand New Day. Bet, 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 bet. Bet. Bet though, nigga. Alright. Let's see. Should we go Will Mac? Should we go Dandy Andy? Do we start on this video tonight? I don't know yet. It's a lot of ways we could go with this shit, bro. Trippy was good, nigga. What's going on with y'all? That shit legendary, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'll say Sav, nigga. That's a 3 hour. We can watch the video, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch the full thing. I want to, or should we just make the? All right, should we just make Sav's video a whole stream of itself? How does that sound? We should make Sav's video because I'm gonna watch this video. We should make Sav's video a whole stream of itself. I think that would be the best thing to do. Watching that nigga's video for a whole stream, 3 hour stream, that might be the best case. AJB was good, buddy. That might be the best case, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, cause I don't want to start it and then stop it and then start it again in another stream. You see what I'm saying? So that might be the go-to. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey yo. My boy Jeffrey has been a member for 35 months. Shout out to my boy Jeffrey, bro.
Yo, Witty, when do you think we getting trailer 3?
When do I think? When do I think? Game Chain Facts. When do I think we're getting trailer 3 for GTA 6? At this point, bro. Oh yeah, we in July. Before we were saying July months ago. August is not that far away. Honestly, into August. We were saying into August as well. Into August, maybe September. Maybe that's a big maybe, but maybe August don't. We might get some in July. Yo, you don't know. Like we just don't know. Best believe though, when something do drop, I will be doing a stream on it. I will be streaming my reaction. Just let y'all know. July's almost over. We're so close. Yeah, it is. It's years actually going by. This year's not. It's not going by too fast, but it's going by like. I feel like it's like perfect. The way the year's going. It's not going by too fast. To an extent. Like a pretty good pace. Pretty good pace. Gameplay is not happening in September. Nah, I don't see. You talking about a gameplay trailer? Like the gameplay trailers? Nah. September? I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't see it happening. I see gameplay happening. Oh well, September. Actually, you know what? September might be right. September, yeah. September, October for sure. If it's September, it's probably gonna be the end of September. If we get gameplay, they could do that. They could give us one gameplay trailer in September, give us another one in October. They won't be too far apart, but yeah, they could do that. One in September, one in October. That sounds actually that's not bad. Actually, that's not bad. That's not bad. Gameplay might be trailer 3. Hey, it might be. It might be. That is Giovanni, that might be the one. So, but with these trailers though, I just genuinely don't know when them shits is gonna legitly drop. Like all jokes. Nobody knows, obviously. Yeah, man. We're gonna see. August 7th, trailer 3. Where did you get that information from? August the 1st, Friday. August the 1st. This nigga just coming up with shit. You just saying shit at this point, huh? You just saying stuff. You said August the 1st, then you said August 7th. Nigga, I don't think trailer 3 is gonna be gameplay. I know people keep they don't even know the market. Yeah, that's a fact. I like all right. What gameplay always drops close to release, like very close to release. Earnings call is August 7th. So maybe for that. Don't know. We don't know, bruh. We're gonna see though. All right, fuck it. We're gonna get into let's watch Will Mac first. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think we should go ahead and watch Will Mac. He said this GTA. Shout out to Will Mac too. He said this GTA Online change says a lot about GTA 6, and it's not great. GTA Online change. We for GTA. I mean, Wolverine Origins, yeah, but at GTA 4, I think Rockstar should have been and PlayStation should have been did a port for that before GTA 6, bro. Like, why not? If they did that, that would be smart because yes, we're still gonna be worrying about GTA 6, but we're gonna be a little locked in on GTA 4, and niggas gonna forget, and then boom, they drop Trailer 3. They drop Trailer 3 or whatever the case may be. Catch everybody by surprise. That's like the best thing that would be perfect. Perfect marketing. This is perfect. Alright, yeah, let's get into this shit though. This is gonna be interesting. Here, God, what's good, nigga? Who else in here? Just Rico, what's good? Laptops get hot as hell. Hold on, if y'all hear the fan in the background, I'm sorry, bro. I apologize. Me and my two niggas be like heading. Alright, let's get into it, bro. Get it. Hold on.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Will.
Hold on, let me bring it out. Pause. This shit in 4K? Let's see how 4K gonna work in on the stream. I don't think it's gonna boom. Cause it don't ever boom. 4K don't really be booming on the stream, bro. We could try it. I don't really need to have 4K on. I'm just testing things out. But
hey, what's up, everyone? It's Will. So I want to have a real conversation.
If it stops, it stops. All right, so let's if it stops, we'll go back to 1440. Oh shit. All right, let me turn this up. Hear this nigga. We shouldn't get our hopes up too high because we've learned repeatedly that Rockstar will release new information about this game at a surprising and unexpected date. That's a fact, bro. We all know that. That's a fact. All right, let's get into it, bro.
Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Will. So I want to have a real conversation today about GTA 6's online economy, because something just happened in GTA Online that's got me thinking, and honestly, it's got me a little concerned about the direction things could go when GTA 6's online mode eventually launches. Now, I'm an optimist, and you guys probably already know that. I try to keep a positive outlook on all of this.
This shit gonna stop. Let's put this in 1440. My 4K only works when I'm not streaming. That's the only time it'll work. When I'm streaming, that shit is not gonna work. It's like, oh no, it's too much power. And when I get my PC, I'll be able to do it. But right now, I can't do it. So yeah.
But I also think part of being a fan is being honest when something gives you a pause. And a recent change to GTA Online gave me a pause. It's a small thing on the surface, but I think it's a window into how Rockstar is thinking about money right now. Right. And that thinking is what carries over into GTA 6. So we're going to quickly cover what happened and then spend most of this video on the thing I actually care about, what this could mean for GTA 6 Online, and what I'm really hoping Rockstar does differently. So let me get the GTA Online part out of the way quickly, because it's really just the jumping off point here. The new Court Center heist came out.
Alright, 1080 it is. 1080 it is, y'all. That's the only way this shit gonna work. Oh, you see how fast that shit moving? Bro, I swear I don't be having
and the money situation around it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Basically, the short version, it cost over 15 million GTA dollars to unlock if you're starting fresh. And the best it pays is around 2 million for your first run each week, dropping to about 400,000 after that. So the return on that massive investment just isn't there. And at the time, Rockstar reduced payouts on a bunch of older heists. Cayo Perico's Pink Diamond, one of the most reliable money makers in the game for years, got cut by roughly 30%. The Diamond Casino heist also took a big hit as well. Now that's the GTA Online story, and plenty of other channels are covering the nitty-gritty of those numbers. I just really don't want to spend the whole video there, because to me, the specific payouts aren't the interesting part. The interesting part is what this tells us about Rockstar's mindset heading into GTA 6. And to be honest, that's really what I want to dig into. So here's why I think this is worth paying attention to, even if you've never touched GTA Online. Right now, GTA Online is the single clearest window we have into how Rockstar thinks about in-game money in 2026. It's their live service. It's the thing they're actively tuning week to week based on whatever the current philosophy and business goals are. So when they make a change to how money players earn, that's not random. That's a reflection of their current mindset. And their current mindset based on this update seems to be make the grind longer and make the reliable, efficient ways of earning money less efficient. Now, Rockstar's framing is that they want to encourage players to rotate through more content instead of running the same heist on repeat. And okay, sure, maybe, but here's the thing. I'm not really interested in giving Rockstar the benefit of the doubt on this one, because whatever the stated reason is, the actual result for the player is simple. You earn less money for your time than you used to.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I swear, niggas don't be earning no type of bread on GTA Online. That's a fact, bro. We earn less money for the time that is a fucking fact, bro. And I'm here to spill the beans, nigga, because that's just real shit. Like, for all the work that we be doing on GTA, for the amount of, for the stuff like that, how much that shit be costing, bro? All the stuff on there, that shit be costing big guap. Nigga, a regular ass car, $2 million. What? What? I don't make no bread. They need to make the heist hard as hell. No, they need to make the heist hard as hell, pause. But at the same time, if the heist is gonna be that hard, pause, they need to pay you crazy amount of money. It don't gotta be something OD, but like more than 1.5, more than 2 million if it's that crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just some heist, that shit is not worth it because, nigga, a car is $2 million. For one heist, I could only buy a car. That is insanity, bro. That is so fucked up. Rockstar know they wrong for that shit, but it keep people playing the game. So they smart. They smart as hell for that. Not gonna lie. Terminate. Hey, chill. But I'm not gonna lie. They keep that shit interesting. Keep niggas wanting to play the game, continuously want to play the game. That's facts. And I know you niggas know.
That's the bottom line. And to be honest, that's the mindset I'm nervous about seeing carried into a brand new game. Because here's the reality. Whatever philosophy Rockstar has about the economy right now, in this moment, is the philosophy the team is going to be carrying into GTA 6 Online's development. These aren't separate brains. It's the same company with the same business pressures making the same kinds of calls. So this update isn't just about GTA Online. It's a preview of the mentality. So let's actually talk about GTA 6 Online, because this is the heart of it. My genuine worry is this, that GTA 6 Online launches with an economy that's designed from day one to be a grind, where the cool stuff, the supercars, the properties, the businesses, the weapons, is priced too high and the money you earn is tuned too low. And also that the gap between what you want and what you can afford feels enormous on purpose. And I worry about it because that's the trajectory that GTA Online has been on. Think about it, when GTA Online launched back in 2013, the whole economy was smaller and more grounded. A nice car cost a reasonable amount, and you could—
Bro, the Bugatti was the fastest car on the game at the time. This is back in 2013 and shit like that. The Bugatti was only $1 million. Bro, everything else was mad cheap, bro. And we was getting paid good guap. We was playing team deathmatches all the time. We was making like $300,000 every night on team deathmatches. But that's when everything was super cheap, bro. You know what I'm saying? We was making more than that. We was playing so many goddamn death matches. Just not even the other missions and shit like that. So no heist, none of that. So y'all remember the Bugatti, bro? That was the best car in the game. The old original Bugatti. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't remember that. Y'all little niggas don't remember that at all. Cars was cheap. Everything was cheap. Guns, everything. Clothes was cheap. Nigga, a shirt cost 15 bannies. 20 bands, maybe even 30, 100 for a shirt, nigga. That's crazy, bro. Niggas paying 40,000, 50,000 for some cheap ass earrings. Insanity. Probably more than that. Like I said, this shit is nuts. So things have changed on this shit tremendously. But
earn it in a reasonable time. But over 13 years, the prices of new content kept climbing and climbing. Flying motorcycles, weaponized vehicles, $100 million businesses, the numbers just kept inflating. Now, some of that was Rockstar chasing the whales, the players who spend big. But the effect on the average players was that everything got more expensive and the grind got longer.
Exactly.
And this recent update, cutting payouts, feels like a continuation of that exact trend. less money in your pocket, same or higher prices on the stuff you want. So my fear is that GTA 6 Online doesn't reset that instead of learning from 13 years of economic drift, it launches already leaning into it. It would be a brand new world, but immediately the money feels tight and the good stuff feels miles away again. And to be honest, that would be a genuine shame, because a brand new online mode is a golden opportunity to get this right from the scratch. And to be honest,
do y'all think, this is a good question, how do y'all think the economy on GTA 6 Online is going to be? Like, how bad do y'all think that shit is going to be? When it comes to like the money and shit, do y'all think off rip they're gonna have like cars and everything, bum ass cars at that too, like costing $800,000, $1 million and shit like that for some fuckery, and then paying us nothing for these missions and shit? Do y'all think that's gonna happen off rip? I think it is. I think that shit is gonna happen off rip, bro. But I think on GTA 6 we're gonna have way more opportunity to make way more money. So I think it may even out a little bit because we're gonna have more opportunity. Maybe. And so that might be, Omar, what's good? That might be a thing. Brilliant, what's good, bro? That might be an actual thing, bro. That might be an actual thing. So we just gotta see. Bro. Alright.
I'm not going to dance around the obvious thing, because it's the elephant in the room. Shark cards. The reason a lot of players immediately got suspicious of these payout cuts is simple. When you make in-game money harder to earn, but the option to just buy in-game money with real cash is sitting right there, those two things are connected. Whether Rockstar intends it that way or not, the practical effect is the same. The harder the grind gets, the more appealing it becomes to just open your wallet and skip it. And GTA Online has made an absolutely staggering amount of money off shark cards over the years. Like, billions. It's one of the most profitable things in the entire entertainment industry. So there is a real powerful business incentive for Rockstar to keep that grind long enough that a good chunk of players decide to pay to skip it. And I'm not saying that to be cynical.
Them niggas smart. Them niggas is marketing geniuses. They know what they doing, bro. They up the motherfucking prices for everything on GTA Online. So niggas could buy them shark cards, especially for GTA 6 Online. That shit drop. GTA Online drop for GTA 6. They know niggas is going straight to the shark cards because they know shit gonna be mad expensive. These niggas are geniuses. These niggas are geniuses, bro. Geniuses. They know what they doing, bro. I never get why they add flying motorcycles later on. I don't know why they did that dumb shit, catering to these little ass kids, bro. And fuck all that. We the one. This shit rated M. This shit is not for kids, nigga. Stay y'all ass off the game, nigga. Virginia low-key GTA 6. It felt like I was in a game. But what's in Virginia? Man. I've driven through Virginia a lot, Richmond and all that shit. Going up to New York and shit like that. See, I'd rather earn my money instead of spending shark cards. It's gonna be a mixture of both for me.
Saying it because it's just the economic reality of how this model works. So when I look at GTA 6 Online, that's my biggest question. Is the economy going to be designed for the player or designed for the shark card? Because those two goals pull in opposite directions. An economy designed for the player is generous, rewarding, and respects your time. An economy designed to sell you shark cards is tight, grindy, and constantly dangling stuff just out of reach. In this recent GTA Online update, honestly, it kind of leans towards the second one, which is exactly why I'm keeping a close eye on it. And look, I want to be fair and acknowledge the counterpoint to my own concern, because I try to be balanced even when I'm worried. The optimistic case is that GTA 6 Online is a fresh start, brand new economy, built from zero, launching into what will probably be the biggest player base in gaming history. And Rockstar has a huge incentive to make that first experience feel amazing, because a great early experience is what keeps tens of millions of people around for a decade. So in theory, they'd want to be generous at launch to hook everybody. And that's a real argument, and part of me does believe it. But here's why I'm not fully convinced by it. GTA Online also launched with a lot of goodwill and more reasonable economy back in 2013. And it's still drifted over time towards the grind and the shark card push. So a good launch doesn't guarantee a good long-term economy. Even if GTA 6 Online comes out of the gate feeling generous, the 13-year pattern suggests it could slowly tighten up the exact same way. especially once the initial hype settles and the focus shifts to long-term monetization. So it's not just about launch day, it's about the whole trajectory.
Right.
And the trajectory of GTA Online, capped off by this recent payout cut, is the thing that has me wanting to keep Rockstar honest on this. So now let me flip it and talk about what I actually want to see, because I don't want to just complain, I want to be clear about what getting it right would look like. I want an economy that respects my time, where if I sit down and play for an hour, I feel like I made meaningful progress towards something. Now we're an hour.
Yes, all right. I like this. I like where he's going with this. I agree. And I do have this gut feeling that Rockstar will do that for us. Because of the fact that they're gonna be adding all of this new stuff like jobs and shit like that on GTA 6. They're already testing it out on GTA 5, small shit, but it's gonna be more detailed on GTA 6, obviously. They implemented all this stuff that you can do to make money on the game. They bought patents and stuff like that also to create the technology. They already created the technology to implement all this stuff in their game. So yeah, I truly do think we're gonna be able to make a good amount of money with our time, though, like the right amount of money with the right time, like, or with the time that we put into the game. You know what I'm saying? And depending on what you're doing, you know. So, like I said, they're gonna have all that RP shit online, so it's gonna be interesting to see how we're gonna be able to make money and stuff like that. They're gonna have all that RP shit, bro. And story mode is gonna test that out. Story mode is gonna really show us how to do that shit. So it's gonna be dope, bro. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. Also, for the people that's watching, all right, who's all gonna be online with me when GTA Online come out, GTA 6 Online come out, and also for the last day, or not last day, but for the day, the last ride, basically the day before GTA 6. Who's all gonna be online for the both of those? Because it's me, Manning, Elway, Cap, Slim. It's a group of us that's dead ass gonna be online a lot. My boy Vern, which is the original swag. We all gonna we're gonna have our own. If they are truly adding that RP shit to it, which I do think they are gonna do that on console for sure. We are gonna definitely have our own servers and lobbies and shit like that we're gonna be in, creating a crew together. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna be online every single day together. And there's gonna be a lot of content that we're gonna be making all together. So, best believe it's gonna be a fun experience. And I don't think y'all want to miss that, bro. I think y'all would love to experience that with your boy. So, how we all pulled up on Red Dead Redemption 2 online, how deep we were, pause. It was like we had the whole lobby. Niggas is on the map like, yo, why are all these niggas all together? We was mobbing, bro. It was like 30 of us, dead ass. Like at least 20 of us, 25, whatever. So yeah, bro. Keep that in mind, bro. Keep that in mind if y'all want to rock with us, bro. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Wilson, what's good? AJB, I see you. Trippy, facts. I might be there. Gonna be a lot of streamers gonna do it. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of streamers, but who don't want the bigger streamers, bro? Just shout out to the bigger streamers, bro. Them niggas going crazy, but they not gonna be interacting with they fucking subscribers like I am. That's just a fact, bro. Like I don't think for the people that have experienced us on GTA Online and have been online with all of us and stuff like that back in the day, niggas know, bro. Oh, my boy Nova gonna be back. Nova, some of y'all probably remember Nova, but yeah, bro, that shit's gonna be crazy, bro.
Hour of grinding gets me a fraction of the cost of one car. I want the fun stuff to feel attainable, new players especially. When someone jumps into GTA 6 Online for the first time, the early stretch where you're working towards your first real car, your first business, your first property, that should feel exciting and achievable, not like staring up at a mountain of a grind. I want earning money to be fun in itself. The best money methods in GTA Online were the ones that genuinely were enjoyable to run. If the heist and activities are fun, I don't even mind a grind because I'm having fun doing it at the same time. The problem is only when the grind feels like a chore designed to wear me down until I buy my way out.
Facts.
And honestly, I want Rockstar to trust that a fair economy makes them more money in the long run, not less. Because a game that respects players keeps players, and a massive, loyal, happy player.
Hold on, what the fuck that mean? I'm gonna have the most lit streams out of these niggas, bro. A lot of these niggas don't even be lit, bro. These niggas be lame. And shout out to my small streamers, so I love y'all to death, bro. Y'all niggas keep grinding, nigga. But I'm saying, entertainment, from an entertainment standpoint, nigga, we be lit as fuck, bro. Just because a lot of other content creators gonna be doing it don't mean niggas can't pull up, nigga. I'm telling you, nigga. That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. But I don't even think that's what you were saying, though. But yeah, that's facts. But I don't give a fuck. I ain't worrying about them other niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm worrying about my people and y'all. That's it. My people and y'all, bro. Fuck what these other niggas be doing, bro. I'm not in competition with nobody but me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about what you know what I'm saying? But with y'all niggas, bro, fuck with y'all, bro. Cause y'all niggas be supporting the channel and y'all be lit as fuck, bro. And I already know the content about to be crazy in general with all of us. We about to be wilding, bro. We gonna be tweaking on that shit. Alright, like, I ain't worrying about these other niggas. Everybody can keep grinding though. Like, that's all I gotta. Everybody keep grinding, nigga. That's what it's all about, bro. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes, that's what it's all about. That's what it should be. And I'm gonna be collabing with some other content creators as well. Niggas gonna be pulling up. This shit gonna be lit. Shit is gonna be lit, bro. I'm telling you, it's gonna be so much fucking fun. Especially with this nigga, man. And that shit gonna be hilarious. Oh my god, that shit gonna be funny. Daniel gonna be in there. Yeah, we're gonna be mobbing, bro. It's gonna be a lot of us in that shit.
Spending a little here and there over 10 years is worth way more than squeezing people hard at launch and burning them out. That is the version of GTA 6 Online that I'm really rooting for. I just want to see them actually do it. So okay, now let me bring this all home. I'm still hyped for GTA 6, let me be clear about that. Nothing about this changes how excited I am for the game itself. But when it comes specifically to the online economy, I'm going in with my eyes open this time. And this recent GTA Online update is the reason why. Because it showed me pretty clearly that Rockstar's current instinct is to tighten the grind rather than loosen it. And that's the instinct that worries me for GTA 6 Online. I'd love to be proven wrong. I'd love for GTA 6 Online to launch with an economy so fair and so fun that this whole video looks really silly in hindsight. Genuinely, that's the outcome that I want. But I'm not going to just assume that they'll get it right because it's Rockstar. They've earned a ton of trust with the quality of their worlds, absolutely. But on the specific issue of the online economy, the track record is more mixed, and this latest update leaned the wrong way. So I think it's completely fair for us as a community to go into GTA 6 Online paying attention, asking questions, and holding them to a high standard. So now with that all out of the way, I want to hear from you. Are you worried about GTA 6 Online's economy, or do you think a fresh start will fix everything? Bro. Let me know your take in the comments down below. I'll be reading through all of them. And while you're at it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos just like this one. Alright, with that all out of the way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.
The fact that a nigga car was still over there. But no, I think they're gonna do it like 5, bro. It's gonna start off all smooth and shit like that. Everything gonna be A1, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. But then it's gonna go into, that was a good ass video. But then they're gonna go into some I feel like they're gonna go into some like wow shit. They're gonna make the marketplace technically, or they're gonna make the market in general on GTA Online, on GTA 6 go, and shit gonna skyrocket like years later, bro. Just like how it did on 5, bro. I feel like that's exactly what's gonna happen. That's literally what's gonna happen. These niggas ain't stupid, bro. They smart as fuck, bro. So I already know, man. I already know, bro. I already know how the game go, bro. I know how this shit gonna. Yeah, it's gonna start off simple, so everybody can be having fun and shit like that. Then we gonna drastically see the price changing. We gonna like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, nigga? This shit costs how much? Like, watch. That shit gonna be crazy. Hell yeah, bro. I'm looking forward to it. All right, we got to see another video we're going to watch. If you enjoyed that, definitely leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please turn on notifications to get notified when I upload and stream. I'm streaming, so, yeah. Dude said, hey, nigga, fuck you talking about? That don't mean I'm leaving. I'm leaving. All right. Let's see what else we got. We gonna go. Let's go back to the watch later, bro. Cause ooh, I forgot I had this one by Dandy Andy. Here's how the Xbox Series. Yo, question. Why do niggas dislike Dandy Andy? Like, what did he do? Cause there's some niggas that don't like that nigga. Like, genuinely, there was some people in the chat that was saying they don't like Dandy Andy. I was like, what that nigga do? I was like, what did he do? So I don't know why some people don't like Dandy Andy. Update me on why y'all don't, or some people. Like I said, not y'all in particular, but like there have been people in the stream that have said that they don't like Dandy Andy for some odd reason, and I don't know why. This was a minute ago, so things could have changed. Things could have changed. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the workout plan with it? The workout plan. I don't really watch them, so I have no comment. I mean, yeah, I respect that. I mean, workout plan. I mean, honestly, every day is cardio day. Like if you are working out, before you work out, make sure you do your cardio because that shit's gonna warm up your muscles. I mean, it's different things you can do, bro. There's so many things you do, but do something. No matter what you want. When you go to the gym, just do something. Anything. Really, just try different shit. Just be active though. As long as you're active and moving around and doing shit, like really working out and doing some type of workout, you good, bro. But I always try to mix it up. Always mix it up. Like I do legs every day. Like whenever I do go to the gym, it's always cardio leg, biceps or forearm. I always do dumbbells, any type of dumbbell work because dumbbells are already by holding them, you're already working on your forearms. So you can do snatches, you can do hang clean, power cleans with dumbbells, you can do squats with dumbbells, you can do explosive squats like squat jumps. You can do all type of shit, bro. You do abs every other day, or you can do it every day. You can mix it up. You know what I'm saying? You can mix it up. What if I'm disabled and can't do legs? Then just do some dumbbell stuff and eat correctly. You know what I'm saying? Just eat correctly and do dumbbell stuff. And also, the reason why I say do cardio every day for the people, you know what I'm saying, that like leg work and stuff like that. I say do cardio every day on incline. Make sure you got that shit inclined every day. Because that shit works on your legs automatically. You're building your legs automatically when you're doing inclined runs. If you do get on a treadmill. Now if you go outside, that's different. You can run hills, find a hill, whatever the case may be. But yeah, man. But yeah, UFC, yeah, just dumbbell stuff. If you can't use your legs, dumbbell stuff, and you make sure you're eating correctly, bro. Eating correctly automatically is gonna burn your type of fat and things like that. Like that's just gonna naturally happen. So hell yeah, bro. All right. So this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be interesting. All right, I want to watch this video because I don't know. Shout out to Dandy Andy, but I don't know what's gonna happen with this Xbox Series S situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm truly unaware on how this is gonna work out for them. Maybe they're making a different version for the S. I don't know. I don't know. I truly don't know. You have to eat organic 24/7. Oh, I eat mostly organic stuff. Like all my fruits and stuff, juices, organic. I don't eat that other shit. Now, meats and stuff like that, I mean, it all depends, like, where you getting your shit. If you know where you're getting your shit from, it's probably going to be already organic anyway. Like, if you get it from butchers and shit like that, it's most likely going to be already organic. Because it's, like, straight from the source. They're not feeding them bullshit at the farms and stuff. See, I shop at farmers markets, so everything's already, like, for the most part. After this. Wait, what do you mean after this? Hold up a second, bro. I want to get an apple, bro. You know, because niggas is getting hungry again. I wonder how many people are actually gonna play on a Series S. You will be surprised. You're gonna be surprised, bro. It's a lot of people. But let's get into this, bro. Get into this. The 18-minute video. Yeah, let me go get me something to snack on really quick. I will be right back. All right. And hold on, let me add this shit. Hold up a second. Let me see if I got do I have a be right back? I don't think I do, bruh. I don't think I have a be right back, do I? Hold on, let me see something. Damn, I thought I had a be right back.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo.
Why that shit just
Yo,
not
Witty,
popping up?
when do you think we getting trailer 3?
I don't know why that shit just popped up when he already said that same exact thing. That was weird. I agree, Blazer. I agree. This is no hate. I'm not from America, but America is really unlucky food wise unless you're smart American and pick healthy options. I mean, don't believe everything you say. Like, that's not necessarily true. I said say. Don't believe everything you hear. We have a bunch of a shit ton of farms here where people do grow a lot of stuff naturally and not with all the bullshit. Trust me, it's hundreds of farms in America and farmers markets and stuff like that sell nothing but organic stuff. Um, and there's a lot of stores like uh Fresh Market and different farmers market all around. Also, Whole Foods, which is all organic stuff. Everything in Fresh Market and everything in Whole Foods or organic. Like you won't see a pack of Oreos or Chippehoors and any of that shit in those stores, especially food, especially Fresh Market because everything in there is strict, like literally organic. Everything. So that's not necessarily true. You just going about what you hearing and what you see on social media. Yeah. So like, yeah, our food is fire. America got some. Now, like, if you're trying to eat like certain things, there are some things like that's not organic. They be fucking with and doing shit too. I agree. Like, I agree. Like, you know what I'm saying? There are some stuff that is just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, in terms of they be putting stuff in, they be killing off people, bro. We could get into all this stuff, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but I try to be smart as fuck what I eat, and I don't eat fast food. Like I mean, every now and then we all got cheat days. We love our ice creams like that, of course, nigga. But for the most part, me and my girl, we be cooking. We eat out sometimes, of course, yeah, whatever. But for the most part, we cook. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and all our stuff that we eat and drink is organic. All my teas are organic. Bought hella tea. We bought hella tea the other day. I mean, apparently, a McDonald's. Nah, I don't eat no McDonald's. Say Ireland and completely different ingredient wise. Oh no, that's true. Way more stuff to make it taste super good. Yeah, but I don't eat fast food at all. That like in terms of McDonald's, not eating that shit, bro. I don't fuck with McDonald's, bro. They fries is fire. They do got some good ass fries, boy. But that shit cool off that. Now, now, Nathan has
Hey
been a
yo, hey
member
yo, hey yo, hey
for
yo.
39 months. Shout out to Nathan, bro. Shout out to Nathan. But when it comes to like now, there are some fast food spots that use like beef tarlo, not like seed oils and shit. Like Steak and Shake, for example, they use beef tarlo, natural beef fat. They don't put extra shit in their shit and stuff. Oh, you in Japan? Hey, that boy out there. You know what I'm saying? But UFC, that's just with certain stuff. Every fast food restaurant's not like that. There's fast food restaurants that's actually like not healthy, but healthier and things of that nature. Like the sandwich spots. You gotta think. There's millions, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of restaurants here, bro. So in the United States is fucking huge. So you gotta think, bro. There's so many restaurants outside of just fast. It's not just fast food restaurants. It's a lot of regular restaurants that's actually cooking real quality food. You know, real quality food, not that bullshit. So yeah, bro. Like for example, like I don't know if you've been seeing it or not. Like during the World Cup, when the World Cup was happening, all these people from different countries coming over here and eating our foods and shit like that. They was like, let's say you really fancy something unhealthy. You just never have nothing unhealthy, or are you completely strict? Wait, what? Let's say you really fancy something. Oh, let's say you really fancy something unhealthy. Do you just ever no, I said I eat. No, I said we have cheat days. Like we have one cheat day each week, like a Saturday or something like that, and we just go crazy. Gotta have a cheat day. Gotta balance is everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't eat no fucking McDonald's and shit like that. Niggas, there's niggas out here that be eating fast food every day. I'm like, that is fucking horrible, bro. Can't do that shit, bro. Nah, HB, nah. Yeah, eat healthy, but balance it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but fast food is OD. I even think fast food 3 days is that's 3 days a week is fucking insane. That is insanity. Don't get it twisted. There's some spots there's a lot of spots that's just incredible. People but bullshit system. Yeah, I ain't nah. If you gonna eat that fast food shit, bro, you better drink hella probiotics and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Ginger, probiotics, all that shit. Just try to stay away from it as much as possible. There's a lot of healthy shit that is good as fuck. I mean, good as shit. You know how much stuff you can substitute and it's just as good, if not better. And you can, if you want to eat some unhealthy shit, cook that shit. Make that shit yourself, nigga. It's gonna be way better quality. Like, I fucking love my acai bowls. But if you want to make a burger, nigga, like, bro, make that shit yourself, nigga. I get it, fast food be busting and it's quick. You don't got time to be cooking and shit like that. But like, nigga, you can make fries. Literally, just throw them in the oven. You don't gotta deep fry them shits. Throw them shits in the oven. Throw them shits in the air fryer. They gonna taste exactly the same. Cut them up and throw them bitches in the air fryer or in a fuck the air fryer. Just throw them in the oven, bro. Oh yeah, I love fruits and veggies. I love that shit. People can't. Some people hate that shit. Also, when you stop eating fast food, you start feeling like Superman. Nigga, stay hydrated and eat right, nigga. That's all. Like fruit is my favorite food. I love that. Since I was a little kid, you guys, my mom. Since I was a little tiny kid, nigga, I used to go in like my aunts and my grandmother's fridge and all that shit, eat up all their fruit, nigga. Like I was a fruit guy since I was a little guy. Like love fruit, love that shit. Well, I'm about to make a smoothie right after this. Do have takeouts either KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't know what doner kebab. KFC is you be eating like you talking about fried chicken or you talking about Korean fried chicken. Regardless of the fact, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you eating KFC all the time, that shit is unhealthy as shit too. A lot of oils. You don't want to. You got to think about it like this. Oil, like for example, you can't pour oil in your drains and shit, right? Because it'll clog up, right? It's the same with your arteries, and intestines, and all that shit. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baked chicken is way better than don't eat fried shit like that. It's okay every now and then. Like I said, balance, bro. You know, that's why I was saying like have a day or two cheat day. Yeah, it's good. Like, yeah, it's good, but that shit ain't healthy, nigga. Like, yeah, I'm not saying it's nasty. The shit fire. All that shit be good. But that shit is unhealthy as fuck. That's why I'm glad I know how to cook, bro. I could cook anything. Brittany, what's going on, girl? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brittany, man. Shout out to Brittany, man. You feel me? I show love to Brittany, bro. KFC a cheat date. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I haven't had KFC in so fucking long, bro. Like KFC, Popeyes, I haven't had that shit in so long, bro. I swear to God on everything I love. I don't remember the last time I had that shit. I mean, it's been years. Legitimately, it has been years since I had KFC. Bro, I dead ass don't remember the last time I had KFC. Popeyes, I probably had Popeyes like 2 years ago. KFC, it's been at least 5 to 6 years. Easily. Because if I want to fry my own chicken, I'll fry my own chicken here. If I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Fry it here. Yeah, just fry your own chicken, bro. If you're gonna eat unhealthy, cook your unhealthy shit. It's better quality. My first job was KFC. Oh, that's dope, for real. No, don't get it twisted, bro. KFC good as fuck, but it ain't good as fuck for you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't judging nobody. Nigga said, nah, KFC slaps. Cause yeah, I read that shit. Y'all niggas love y'all niggas just care about how shit tastes. And like I said, there's baked chicken is if y'all niggas just don't know how to cook. I know how to cook, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that baked chicken, nigga, there is fuck. You take some baked chicken, nigga. Take some baked chicken, nigga. You use avocado oil for your binder, nigga. Season that bitch up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All type of seasonings, nigga. Motherfucker, what? Wait, what? Get some chicken thighs, like not no boneless shit. Keep the bone in. Boneless shit fire too. Keep the bone in, nigga. Thighs, nigga. You do that shit. Season that bitch. Drizzle some honey on that motherfucker, boy. What? Throw that shit in the oven for like 35 minutes, 40 minutes. And that shit be crunchy on top, depending on what seasoning you using and shit like that. That shit had that little crisp on top. Oh my, on top of the thigh, on the skin. Oh my god, you make that, nigga. You slice up some sweet potatoes or potatoes, whatever, right? You put that bitch, you slice that bitch up. There's a little avocado oil on that, a little seasoning, whatever you want. Throw that shit in the oven, nigga. Now you got potato wedges, nigga. Fuck is y'all? You make some. You sear some broccoli or whatever the case may be on the side, nigga. What? Oh my god. Then you can make your own sauces and shit. You can make whatever sauce you want. What I do, my favorite sauce is my mango joint. Like mango sauces. Bro, oh my god, bro. You get ginger or ginger paste. Put that bitch in the fucking stove on sear that bitch. Throw some onions in that motherfucker. Ugh. Chop up some onions, throw it in there. I like red onions, they're sweeter. Red onions, boom. Then you take a fresh mango, nigga. You put that shit in a blender, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit in a blender, right? Or whatever the fuck whatever you want to do, right? Get some heavy cream, a little bit, and after that shit is all seared up in the pan, the onions and the garlic and all that shit, get some fresh thyme, motherfucking heavy cream in there. Let that bitch simmer a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let that bitch simmer and reduce. Boil, get it to a high boil. Turn that shit all the way low. Let it reduce. You pour that motherfucking mango in that bitch. Oh my god, nigga. What? Telling you, nigga. Put some seasoning in that bitch. Throw that bitch all the way back up on high. Then reduce that shit. What? You pour that bitch. You could either use it as a dip. You could pour that bitch over your baked chicken that you just made. Put that bitch back in the oven. Oh my nigga, man. Fuck you talking. Real mango. Honestly, Witty, I gotta respect the fact that you take care of yourself. It's respectable. Yeah, bro. I try my hardest, bro. But like I said, it is okay because I love ice cream. Love, you know what I'm saying? But what I do to substitute when I know I've been wilding out, I shouldn't eat no ice cream, I get a acai bowl or I make smoothies. That's why I love making smoothies. I love frozen snacks. I love that shit. Like love ice cream. I love smoothies. I love acai bowls. Love this. I love that. I love ice pops and shit like that. But I just found some organic ice pops from fucking Fresh Market. And nigga, y'all know the what is it, Bomb Pops? Nigga, they got some organic ones I just take. Oh my god, the ingredients in that shit so fucking fun. Like it is perfect. Like low calories like a motherfucker. And that shit tastes it tastes better, to be honest. It tastes way better. It's made with actual fruit and actual organic this. Fire, bro. I gotta show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all when I get some more. Oh, you gotta get a Ninja Creamy order. Ninja Creamy? That shit don't even sound right. Witty, when's the cooking channel dropping? Bro, I got y'all. I would love to do that, bro. That shit would be so fire. But I just don't have the time. Xbox is not better. And I don't even get into that. I don't care about all that shit. I love all gaming shit. If the games is good, the games is good. I don't care if it's PlayStation. I don't care if it's Xbox. I don't care if PC. I don't care about none of that. This is 2026. Y'all niggas still having fucking console debates and shit. I don't give a fuck. You do you. Fake ass Luffy. Nah, but what's my favorite ice cream flavor? Rocky Road, nigga. I like ice cream that has like any type of like almonds, chopped up almonds, shit like that. Like, but Rocky Road is my favorite. But I like different ice creams. I love ice cream. But the ice cream I get, I eat frozen yogurt. Sorbets is fire, but that's not really an ice cream. You know what I'm saying? A food channel would be amazing. No, deadass. I do plan on doing stuff like that. I just don't have the time. If I concentrated all day and every day, bro, I would do that shit all day, bro. Like I would have time to do a channel and stuff. But yeah, you know. All right, let's get into this video though, bro. We didn't even take off on this shit yet. Cooking stream one day. That would be dope. I think I've done it once in my lifetime. That would be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. We have more freedom on Xbox, nigga. Y'all about to go fully digital too. Like, what do you mean? What's the freedom? I mean, I'm sponsored by Game Pass. I get to play all y'all games too. So I fuck with all that shit. I fuck with PlayStation. I fuck with Xbox. I don't really give a fuck. Who cares? But my default is PlayStation. Primary. GTA 6 is gonna run way better on S. Actually, it's not. The PlayStation Pro. It's gonna run better on PlayStation Pro. What's your thoughts on auto delete after a certain time? Wait, we mean auto delete? I don't understand what you mean auto delete. You talking about like games? Ah. Yeah, niggas having console debates. I don't give a fuck what you're trying to get up. You can't even debate me. I love Nintendo, bro. Shout out to fucking Nintendo, bro. I'm about to get my Switch 2 later on down the road. Later. Again, it won't even run at 60 frames per second. Damn. How do you know? Y'all niggas be pissing me off. Cause where was it confirmed that GTA 6 is not gonna run at 60? How do y'all know this? You don't know what the fuck Rockstar gonna do. I'm not saying it is gonna run at 60, but how do y'all know it's not gonna run at 60? Who has said? When have Rockstar said this? You know what I'm saying? Oh no, that's online. If you're online, UFC. That's if you're off. If you're not online for a very, very, very long time. They say after 30 days they will warn you, and then after that, that's when it. You know what I'm saying? I thought you were talking about games. I don't give a fuck about 60. To be honest, I can care less. I just want to play GTA. Yeah, that shit was never confirmed, ever, by anyone. No. And if it run at 60, if that shit runs at 60, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh at all you niggas. If Crimson Desert can run at 60, 4K 60, come on, bro. Watch these niggas shock the world, bro. I already know they're gonna shock the world, bro. And if they don't, they don't. But if I truly believe Rockstar gonna shock the world, and I'm gonna be talking so much shit to these niggas that was saying that it's not gonna run on 60, bro. Y'all think GTA 6 is not gonna run on 60, at least on PlayStation Pro, in 2026? That is insane. Yeah. And like I said, I don't care about that 60 frames. But if y'all truly believe, if Crimson Desert found a way to do that shit, which GTA 6 is going to be way more powerful, there's going to be way more shit going on in GTA 6. But if Crimson Desert found a way to run 60 smoothly with that combat, with all the shit that you do with the combat, but I do think they're going to shock them. Truly, I do believe that. I do believe that. That I believe. All right, I'll be back. Let me go get an Apple. Cyberpunk 2. They're making it. They're already in the midst of making it. It's already in production, like early stages. Yeah, they making that shit, bro. Hope that, bro. They already confirmed Cyberpunk 2. That is, it's already in production. Like I said, they already started developing that shit. Like that's been a well known thing. The owner, the creator of Cyberpunk, have been saying that. They released it on 120. Yeah, when PS6 count. Yeah, of course. Gotham Knights run at 30 frames per second in 2026. What they gotta do with GTA 6? We gonna sit here and compare Gotham Knights to Grand Theft Auto 6? Is that what we gonna to Rockstar? Don't do that. AJB, I love you, bro. But don't do that. Let's be real. Rockstar has how many employees? Thousands. Thousands on thousands of employees. Y'all think there's no possible way for these niggas to pull off 60 frames per second? And there's thousands of motherfuckers here. They gonna figure that shit out. No, they gonna figure it out. There hasn't been an official Superman game because they supposedly it's hard to make a Superman without it being repetitive. Hey, bro, just make it. You don't even gotta make it repetitive. Just make it linear, open linear, like Wolverine. You don't gotta be like fully open world. I mean, I get it. That'll be nice. That would be pretty cool. They could do a Superman, bro. They niggas just scared to do that shit. I think that shit could happen, bro. Like going out of space, going to different, bro. What? That shit would be crazy. Different planets and shit. They could do that. They should be able to do that. I want an Invincible game. We need a Deadpool DLC Wolverine game. That would be fire. All right, hold up a second. That would be crazy though. That would be crazy. Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second. Anyone like Battlefield 6 season? Haven't even played. I haven't been buying no Pokemon cards, bro. I can't afford any. I can't afford shit until next year. Everything's fucked right now. How about that? I can't buy nothing. Can't do shit. Life is fucked up all over again. So, yeah.
If you've been anywhere around us here in the Grand Theft Auto community lately, well, really over the last couple of weeks or even months, you may have noticed that a surprising amount of the conversation isn't really about the story or even the map. I mean, sure, there's a lot of conversation around those things, but it's about the cheapest console in the room, the Xbox Series S. And there's a reason for that. Rockstar has confirmed that Grand Theft Auto 6 launches on November 19th, 2026, and that it's coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and S. And I've gotten a ton of comments from you guys asking me to cover, well, how's the performance going to be on the Xbox Series S? Like, how in the world is Grand Theft Auto 6 going to run on this? And
what do y'all think? How y'all think this shit gonna run on the S, bro? Because me personally, I don't even know.
Microsoft made a promise many years ago that every Xbox Series X game would also run on the Series S. So that little white box has been invited to the party. The Grand Theft Auto 6 party.
Nigga said 1 frame per second.
And everyone wants to know how it's going to cope. For, you guys have been saying cope a lot, so figured I'd put that there. But look, I know I've done a video on how this game would run on the PlayStation 5, that kind of stuff, and I think that's where I got a lot of these comments. So I decided, this would be a good video topic. So here we are. Let's see what we know. And again, nothing is confirmed until you are playing the game on your Xbox Series S or X. We'll talk about the other consoles too. So what do we actually know? Well, not much. Rockstar, they haven't confirmed a frame rate. They haven't said if it's going to be 30 FPS or 60 FPS or the weird, dreaded 40 FPS. Not so dreaded. It's better than 30, right? But anyways, there's no confirmed FPS. But the game is expected to run at about 30 frames per second on consoles. And that's including the PlayStation 5. And as far as resolution, even though it is not confirmed what the game will truly be at, I think we could kind of look at the trailers to get somewhat of an idea. Digital Foundry did kind of like a breakdown.
Yeah, Digital Foundry said that it's going to be at 30 or it's not going to be at 60 at all. That's what they
on the trailers, and the resolution was actually 1440p and then upscaled to 4K.
4K, yeah.
And they were also running at 30 frames per second. And I think that's kind of funny because so many people look at these trailers and they're like, wow, they're so beautiful. Like, there's no way this game's going to look this good or it's going to run. But, you never look at like the things that people would perceive as, maybe the negative aspect of those trailers and be like, oh, there's no way that the game's only going to run at 30 FPS on launch. Surely it's going to be 60. Oh, there's no way it's only going to be 1440p. Surely it'll be upscaled to 4K. I just think it's funny. But that's what we know from at least the trailers and Digital Foundry's breakdown of those trailers. So again, Rockstar, they have not clarified what the frame rate is going to be, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 100, none of that. And in fact, they really haven't said much, which is no secret around here. But you guys didn't come to this video for hard facts because you would have already read them for yourselves. You came for speculation, educated speculation. And being someone who deals in hype for Grand Theft Auto 6, I am a hype dealer. That is my official job title. I think that I can probably help you with this. Maybe a little bit. But at the same time, I'm going to try and keep it real. Okay.
That's a fact, bro. We hype dealers, nigga. We all speculate. Nigga, that's all we do. We can't do nothing but speculate because at the end of the day, Rockstar ain't giving us nothing at all. And that's normal. That's what they do. This is normal shit. 30 frames per second is low now. Nigga, 30 frames per second has been low forever. 120 frames per second is crazy.
I'm not going to tell you guys, this game's going to run at 120 FPS at 8K,
no.
Nothing like that. Okay, so apparently there's a little technical detail here that we could throw on the table, we could talk about a little bit, but it only really concerns PlayStation. So when pre-orders went live for Grand Theft Auto 6, apparently there was this PS5 Pro Enhanced tag on the PlayStation Store, and that does seem to confirm that Rockstar is doing specific work for the Pro version of Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, we don't know the resolution or frame rate, or that the game uses PlayStation's PSSR upscaling, and of course Sony's storefront, which isn't very popular at the moment, naturally says nothing about how the games are going to behave on other consoles. Duh, right? So for the Series S specifically, there's not really something official. A lot of what you'll see online is vibes based. Also, there's just been so many people crapping on the Series S and being like, yo, there's no way this game's gonna run on it, yada, yada, yada. Okay, let's talk about the Series S a little bit. To understand the Series S, you have to go deeper, okay? That sounds weird. You have to understand what the console actually is made up of, like what it is. Now, a lot of people assume that the Series S is just a weaker Series X, completely across the board. It isn't. And if you look at Microsoft's published specifications, both consoles use the same 8-core AMD Zen 2 CPU architecture. The Series X clocks it a little higher at 3.6 gigahertz with simultaneous multi-threading, and that's compared to the 3.4 gigahertz on the Series S. Now, that is a pretty modest gap, not something that's just huge. Okay, and the two machines are comparable on their raw CPU power. Now, where they start to split apart pretty significantly, if we could call it significant, is their graphics capability. Because the Series X GPU is rated at roughly 12.15 teraflops across 52 compute units, and the Series S sits at about 4 teraflops across 20 compute units. And that's less than really a third of the graphics horsepower there. Then there's the RAM, the memory. The Series X has 16 gigabytes of GDDR6, which is split into a fast 10 gigabyte pool at 560 gigabytes per second and a slower 6 gigabyte pool. The Series S has only 10 gigabytes total, split into 8 gigabytes at 224 gigabytes per second and a slower 2 gigabyte section. So the Series S has both less memory to work with and less bandwidth to move it around. Does that make sense? That's really what you need to take away from the RAM there is not only is it less, but there's less flexibility with it. Now, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to, of course, be a massive open world game, and it's going to have to stream a huge, massive city, maybe even multiple cities. We don't know yet. I mean, we do. Smaller cities, but I'm sure they would have shown it off in this.
It's going to be interesting how Rockstar pulled this off, because this is going to be a very, very, very powerful game. I don't know how they're going to do it. They're going to do it, but it's just going to be an interesting way of how they're going to do it. It's going to be an interesting topic. I swear to God, we're going to be mind blown. This game is 100% for next generation. Like 100% for PS6 and whatever the next Xbox, whatever that shit's called, Helix, right? Whatever. We don't know what it's gonna be called, but yeah, this is gonna be very interesting. That's all I gotta say. I can't wait to see what happens. Like, I truly can't wait. Gonna play GTA 6 all day. I think we all are.
Anyways, Vice City's huge, okay? It's freaking massive. And the surrounding area is freaking massive. There's a bunch of wildlife, critters, all sorts of stuff, super heavy on the CPU. And the graphics, absolutely stunning. And that's going to be really heavy on the GPU. So basically imagine it like this. All the little critters and stuff running around in the world, all the NPCs, all of the movement, all of the calculations and stuff, that's the CPU, right?
Right.
Now, the GPU, when you look around in this big, beautiful world, it's all of the, textures, the graphics, all that kind of stuff. The RAM, the memory, is kind of what, for lack of a better term, memorizes all of this stuff, right? Exactly. It's what allows more of these high-quality graphics to be displayed at once. And for a lack of a better term, just for like a stupid way.
That's why having RAM, high RAM, and things of that nature for PCs and shit like that is very important, bro. Very, very, very important. You know what I'm saying? CPU, GPU, all that shit is mad important, bro. Yeah, but I like how you broke that down for the people that don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Looking at it, I've always kind of imagined it like this. You have the GPU, and it's kind of like the jock. It does the sexy graphics, all the stuff you want. You have the CPU, and that's like your math nerd, okay? And then you have the RAM, and your RAM, the more you have, the better, right? And that's the dude running back and forth between the two. Just picture it that way. Or just how many things can happen at once. I mean, really, it's also CPU dependent, but whatever. You understand what I'm saying here, right? I'm doing a terrible job explaining this. But what you need to know is this. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to tax all three of those things. Not only that, but it's going to tax your SSD because it's going to be a huge install. But that's don't worry about that. That part doesn't matter as much. It's going to be heavy on all the things that are happening around you and the world. It's going to be heavy on all the textures, and that's, again, going to tax all three of those things very heavily. So yes, the Xbox Series S is probably going to struggle a little bit when it comes to the GPU side and the tighter memory, okay? That's just how it is. Obviously, a more expensive console should be expected to run the game better, but its saving grace is that the CPU isn't that far off from the Series X, okay? So why does that matter for Grand Theft Auto 6? Well, because Digital Foundry, who are about as credible as a technical analysis thing as you can get, really, they've argued the hardest part of running Grand Theft Auto 6 isn't going to be drawing, all these graphics and stuff like that. It's literally going to just be the world simulation. Now, I've talked about this in a previous video.
You said the CPU?
Way back on how there's a lot of use Rockstar's done under the hood with their engine, with AI optimizations and stuff like that to get something this big and elaborate to run on modern consoles and stuff like that. But yes, this is going to be a very CPU-heavy game, and Digital Foundry, they talked about this. They talked about how there's going to be dense crowds, there's going to be a lot of traffic, a lot of physics, heavy vehicles, all sorts of stuff. All sorts of vehicles with different physics. There's going to be a lot of physics going on. Also, they got the Euphoria physics engine. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. I mean, far beyond any open world game that you've ever played. But based off the trailers, the game run, right? That's the big thing. So when people are like, oh, the graphics aren't going to look as good, and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, this is running on PS5, the base PS5. Truly was running. So, Trailer 2 had gameplay and shit in there. So that shit runs, nigga.
That's why when I was doing my screenshot breakdown video, I said I don't really care if the graphics suffer a little bit. I care like that this lizard is going to be on top of this boat here. And that screenshot with Jason and Lucia and the dolphin, there's that lizard on top. I care about the world feeling alive, all these things moving around. You'll find that the graphics kind of take a backseat to that kind of stuff, and that is really what sells a world. Now, to an extent, the graphics do need to be good, okay? But you can lower your resolution, and it's really not going to take much away, if anything, from the CPU. That's just going to take the load off the GPU, which is what the Series S is going to need to have the load taken off of, is the GPU. And that's what you really need to be focusing on when you ask yourself, is this going to run on my Xbox Series S? The weakest points of your Xbox Series S console are your GPU and your RAM. And those are exactly the things that are going to probably be relieved by dialing back the resolution and visual effects just a bit. Now, the CPU, the part you can't easily fix by turning down settings, is pretty much comparable to the more powerful Xbox. And that should give you some hope on how this game's going to run. So basically what that looks like is you're going to have the same experiences as everyone else who's playing the game. It just might be at a slightly different resolution, upscaled, okay? Or some of the graphics settings might be turned down just a bit, but not so much that you're really going to notice. I think Rockstar Games is kind of a master when it comes to optimization on consoles. I know Red Dead Redemption 2 had a kind of a botched PC release. They've always kind of had weird PC launches, and then it takes some, patches and stuff like that to get things hammered out. But also, like, Jesus, Red Dead Redemption 2 is so beautiful, and they had like NASA settings for their ultra settings when it came out. Whatever. I think the game looks beautiful even on the lowest settings. Gorgeous. But if you zoom in on some of these screenshots that you see on Rockstar's website and stuff like that, and you could see the noise and the shadows and stuff like that, it kind of gives you an idea of how this optimization works, and that the graphics that are going to be displayed, that you're going to be seeing on your Xbox Series S, X, and PS5 and PS5 Pro are going to be the sum of their parts, okay? There's a style to how they do it. Even though the game does approach this style with realism, there's still a graphical style that goes into this. This is very complex stuff, but that's why these developers and all that get paid the big bucks, right? So the sum of its parts should still look magnificent. But as far as how far that fidelity goes, it's subjective, right? I grew up when games were 2D,
That's what I grew up on, nigga. Back in the day.
And I was there when the 3D era kicked off and all that stuff. So for me, it's going to look great on an Xbox Series S. Now, if you're someone who's maybe a teenager, maybe you're in your early 20s, and you have a different kind of, viewpoint on that kind of thing, well, it might not be as pretty as you like. But at the end of the day, I think the game's going to be perfectly playable and perfectly pretty. So now that you are a little bit more confident about the game actually running on your console, because the most important part is there, your CPU, which is the most important part when it comes to running something like Grand Theft Auto 6.
Because again, the CPU is all of the, it's not AI, but all of the NPCs and animals and things, little tiny things happening like by itself, basically.
About the frames per second. Okay, everybody seems to hate 30 FPS nowadays, which is funny. That was the standard growing
Literally
up.
the
And
standard,
then
yeah,
I remember when
back in
Mass
the day.
Effect came out, and that game dipped down into like the teens on the FPS,
Literally.
and I think stayed in the 20s at some points. And it was a beautiful game, and it didn't bother us then. But like, it's funny to see how it bothers people now. It probably bothered some people then. I just didn't notice. Well, to also point back to Digital Foundry again, they were saying that basically Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Red Dead Redemption 2, they did all launch with 30 frames per second on console.
Every
Okay,
single one of
and Rockstar consistently chooses fidelity over frame rate. I mean, the game does look stunning, and people are asking, how's this going to run on a console? Well, it's going to have to probably be locked at 30 FPS, and the trailers themselves were at 30 FPS. And Digital Foundry seems to truly believe that this game is going to launch at 30 FPS and stuff like that, because I think it was when they looked at the second trailer or whatever, there's like all the ray tracing and stuff, and the CPU demands involved, all that kind of stuff. They were basically like, oh yeah, this game, it's going to have to run at 30 FPS on launch. Also, there's a recent insider claim. This is from a Polish commentator. I cannot pronounce this name to save my life. Remigiusz Maciaszek, Remigiuszmaciaszek. So look that up if you want. But they said that the Series S specifically is expected to target 30 FPS, but that's not a fact. Okay, that's an insider kind of thing. But I think we have enough to kind of paint a picture here that pretty much all across the board, the game is going to run at 30 FPS, just with different graphical fidelity across the platforms. And maybe to alleviate some of the CPU burden on your Series S, maybe you get like a few little extra less wildlife spawning in certain areas, maybe a few less NPCs, maybe there's less traffic density, but not so much that you notice it. I don't think this is going to be like a Cyberpunk 2077 thing when it came out on the PS4. It's not going to be that bad.
It's not going to be anything close to that at all. That I can guarantee. Like, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Wait, what? So a mini LED. Wait, what? What TV? Wait, I would definitely say everybody needs to update their TVs before November 2. Thank God I have my OLED. Jesus Christ. QLED is cute. QLED is cool. I have a QLED in the living room. A curved joint. But I love my OLED. OLED is God tier. Godly.
Now, to people who have the higher quality consoles like the PS5 Pro, Xbox Series X, that kind of stuff, or even just PlayStation 5, I think, it does seem that we're going to have two different modes between performance and graphical fidelity, between 30 FPS and 60. And it looks like if that is the case, Xbox Series S is going to just be stuck with that single 30 FPS mode with no performance options. But I will say this about Rockstar games. There are games that do launch at 30 FPS that look absolutely great and all that kind of stuff. Other games that have launched, they run buttery smooth at that 30 FPS.
That's true.
So once your eyes kind of adjust, you're good. It's smooth sailing. Because really the problem with 30 FPS is if you face any dips under that 30, it becomes incredibly noticeable how
you can see the difference, and it drops tremendous. Like you can see the difference like a motherfucker. Even if it drops a couple frames, it's a difference under that 30. So when you're on 40, you don't really see it. You know what I'm saying? Like truly. 60, you really 60, anything between 40 and 60, it's not a drastic change. Major. You don't notice it as much.
Over frame rate it's at. If it stays locked at that 30 and truly never goes up or down from there, the wall goes away and you start to just enjoy the game. I promise you, especially with the game that looks this good.
Literally.
Of course, when it comes to PC, inevitably, there's going to be as high of a frame rate as you could probably want to go with it, 60, 120, stuff like that. They'll find new graphics fidelity options when they inevitably relaunch the game and sell it for full price again for PC, for the next series of consoles, that kind of thing, which we'll see how that goes, because right now there's kind of some flack going on, which I did a video on recently, on what's going on with Sony and them being digital only with no physical releases in the future. So I don't know, that might shake things up a bit. Who knows? But another thing we need to talk about when it comes to the Xbox Series S is resolution. And I think we're going to see quite a limit there. So when Digital Foundry did their trailer 2 breakdown kind of thing, and remember that footage for the trailers was captioned on the PS5 or rendered on one at least, the internal resolution was 1440p, specifically 2560 by 1152 instead of the 1440 because we had the bars there.
No, quick. I don't think that's the reason why they went fully digital. It was going to be digital regardless. No cap. I appreciate you, Brody. Like, truly, like, you really the GOAT, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much for being so supportive. All of y'all. I really do appreciate every single one of y'all. Y'all are fucking goated.
And then it was upscaled using what's called a spatial upscaler in the family of AMD's first generation FSR. So that tells us a couple of things. Rockstar is already using kind of a dynamic style, reconstructed resolution rather than, brute forcing native 4K, which I don't think would make sense on consoles. I don't think they did that for Red Dead Redemption 2, right? That wasn't native 4K, wasn't it? I believe it's upscaled for the 4K option on Red Dead Redemption 2. I could be wrong about that though. But Rockstar Games is comfortable with the softer image in exchange for those heavy ray tracing effects. Also, in a city that is neon soaked and all that kind of stuff, the image being a little softer
has been a member for 50 every month, bro. I appreciate the support,
might
bro.
not
Thank
necessarily
you so
be a
much,
bad thing. It actually might make it look a little better. If you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, you can look up 1980s diffusion photography. Basically, when you do diffusion and stuff like that, it blows everything out, makes it kind of look like it's glowing, that kind of stuff. It makes the image softer, and it was the old school way of hiding imperfections in pictures. So that's a silver lining there of having an upscaled resolution that doesn't look as sharp.
Right.
And on a Series S with a third of the GPU and less memory bandwidth, you'd expect the internal resolution to probably drop substantially further, with upscaling doing even more of the lifting to reach maybe a 1080p output. Now, none of that is confirmed, okay? But what I'm trying to say is you're going to be all right. If you have an Xbox Series S and you're strapped for cash, I wouldn't upgrade. Even if you're not strapped for cash, I probably wouldn't upgrade. You're going to be able to play the game, and it's going to look good. The visual effects are probably going to be tuned down a little bit, the density, all that kind of stuff. But the game should run relatively well. I mean, very well. It should be buttery smooth at 30 FPS on the Xbox Series S with decent enough graphics. They look great, and that's that. And then really, the most important part, the gameplay should be phenomenal. So I wouldn't worry about it. So if you have an Xbox Series S, don't trip. It's going to be all right. And if you have a PS5 Pro, like I do, it's going to look better, but it's still the same game. I don't think the difference is going to be so huge to where people are freaking out or anything like that. Because it's Rockstar Games. It's not CD Projekt Red launching Cyberpunk 2077, okay? And they've done a good job in the past. I mean, they brought Red Dead Redemption 2 to the PS4, looking the way it did. So I would not worry about it. So I hope that helps you feel a little bit better about how the game could potentially run on an Xbox Series S, or even an Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 5 Pro, because we just looked at the bottom of the barrel here as far as consoles that it's going to be running on. And if it runs that good there, it's going to run great on everything else. So don't worry about it. It's going to be all right. I hope you're doing okay. Take care of yourself out there. That's all I got for you guys. I've got 2 videos that I'm about to pull up here. Go check those out. Thank you so much to all my members. I've been forgetting to say thank you lately, but I've been seeing those badges turn green, and I think like the next shade of green and stuff like that. So I really appreciate you guys signing up to join me on the channel and supporting me. It means a lot. And that money, I promise, is going straight to diapers for my kids. So really appreciate it. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. Have a great rest of your day, night, week, year, whatever. Just stay safe out there, y'all. Much love and peace.
That's dope. Fucking fire, bro. Great video. Dandy Annie is always goated with the videos, bro. Like truly goated, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna play on the S, but it's just gonna be the frames is just gonna be low as shit. That's all. Y'all ain't gonna be able to hit that 60. Be real. Yeah. What do y'all think? How y'all think it's gonna run on the S? Let me know down below, bro. If you enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please turn on notifications so you know if I want to upload a drink. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a difference. Yeah, for sure. I'm out here, deuces. No, it's gonna be a difference though. Like I said, that was for the video. I'm not leaving yet. But Wally, what's good, bro? You good, my nigga? But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be really fucking interesting. That's all I gotta say. Really interesting, bro. Get us some Wolverine shit. Excuse me. Let's get some Wolverine shit. Oh. Let's see. What? Hold on.
Marvel's Wolverine already has an absolutely stacked lineup of villains.
Hold on, I'm just looking real quick. I'm glazing through it real quick. Glazing through is crazy. Let's see. All right. Fuck it. Let's do it. Watch the Pro hit 60. Easy. You already know. Hopefully. 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 Hold on a second. I'm trying to see. Hold on, Chad. Hold on. Hey, first gifted of the day, bro. Shout out to TJ, bro. Thank you so much for the 440 jewels, bro. Gifted jewels. I appreciate you, brody. Big love, big love. My boy, the first one of the day. First one of the day, nigga. Let's get it, bro. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. All right. We up tonight. I still want to make my smoothie right now, but I feel like it's too late right now. I have to do it later on. No, I appreciate that, my nigga. All right, we about to get into the Wolverine stuff, bro. Give me one more second. I gotta go check on my girl real quick. I gotta ask her something. How much of an upgrade do you think the Pro Enhance will be? It's definitely gonna do 60. It might do 64K, but it's not gonna be like 4K. It's gonna be upscaled. But we'll see though. We'll see. We'll see. Give me a second. Hold up. All day. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Let's get into it. A GPU means a lot even when people are upgrading their PCs. Most just upgrade their GPU. Yeah, I mean, GPU is really for like the visuals. Yeah. The Pro is huh? The Pro embarrassed a 5060 in an AC Black Flag comparison. GPU means a lot when even when people are upgrading the PCs. Most no that Pro different, bro. Look at any base PS5 versus Pro comparison on YouTube after PS PSSR 2.0, the pros. Yeah, the pros is fucking insane. I be trying to tell people this, but it's always the niggas that don't even own pros that be talking the most shit. Like, I was trying to tell niggas, like, I have the base. I have a PlayStation. I have a regular PS5, and I have the pro as well. The pro is in here. The PS5, the base PS5 is in the room when I'm playing at night, or, you know, when I'm in bed and shit like that. And Crimson Desert, when I say massive difference, my nigga, it's not like crazy out of this world, but it is a difference. It is a difference, bro. I can play Crimson Desert at 120 4K, nigga, on my pro, on the OLED. On the OLED, you can do that. And the pro has different settings. When you go to the settings on the base, it doesn't have those same settings as the pro. It's completely different. I be trying to tell niggas this, but niggas don't want to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm experiencing it myself in person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas don't be knowing, bro. I'm playing a pro with an OLED, with an Alienware 32-inch Alienware OLED, bro. I'm experiencing the full-fledged everything with these games, nigga. So, all of the power, all of the visuals, I see it all. I'm like everything. So, I don't know what these niggas be talking about. Nah, if you want a good PC, you're gonna have to pay, like, if you want a real good PC, you're gonna have to pay over $3,000. No, that's not true. That's not true. Like 25 and up, or 2,000 and up, really, but 25 and up. If you want some heat, you're gonna pay 25 or up, bro. Be real with you. You want that shit that's gonna last you forever. You know what I'm saying? But that's just real shit. I know that because I look at these. But we can look at PC specs tonight if y'all want to. Y'all want to look at some PC specs after this video? How long is this video? Damn, that shit 16 minutes long. Long ass video. But yeah, bro. I'm down to look at PC shit whenever y'all want to. Do y'all want to look at PC shit now? I'm not building no PC. I don't got time for that. I will have somebody build it for me, and it's just gonna cost an extra $100. That's literally what they charge. Like, I literally looked at everything that I needed for the PC that I wanted, the specs that I wanted. I put all of the parts and everything, added up everything in the carts and shit like that. Compared to a PC that I want built, that somebody else is gonna build, from like a professional that's gonna build that shit. It's the same. It was the same exact price, but $100 more for the built one that's built for me. You said no, way too much. What's way too much? What's way too much? The thing with PC, I mean, I have a fucking laptop PC, so my shit. I have a gaming PC. My shit's old, but it's booming still, booming, bro. Watch the Wolverine trailer. What do you mean the Wolverine trailer? It's good, all cutscenes, but still good. What are you talking about? The Wolverine trailer. What Wolverine trailer? Which Wolverine trailer you're talking about? You talking about the trailer before the gameplay one? That's what you got out right now? Nigga, this ain't no trailer, nigga. Oh, you talking about the new trailer? Nigga, it's not the trailer. It's not the trailer. He's showing the trailer, but this is a completely different video, my nigga. I thought you were talking about something else. My bad, bro. My bad. I'm sleepy. So, yeah, that's my fault. Oh, when did you last watch X-Men? Which X-Men? Talking about 97? You talking about movie wise? What are you talking about? Gotta be more specific, my brother. My Padawan. Yeah, Graham. Yeah, nigga. Yo bad, nigga. Your ass tripping. Graham the Cracker. That shit is crazy. The X-Men movie. I mean, can I be honest with y'all? Look, can I be legitimately honest with y'all? Let me be real with y'all niggas, bruh. The only X-Men, I mean, who doesn't like the first couple X-Men, like whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna be real, bro. Them old X-Men's are fire as fuck classics, right? It still pissed me off that these niggas was wearing black ass leather, bro. That shit really like irks me, bro. I'm just ready for the new X-Men movies because I can give a shit about the old ones, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Classics though, classics, but I could give a shit. I love Logan. Logan was fire, but overall, I don't give a fuck about no X-Men movies, bro. The old ones. I'm just ready for the new X-Men joints. I'm ready for Doomsday to see my boy Cyclops in his actual fucking suit, nigga. Mystique. I'm ready to see them, bro. I'm ready to see what X-Men's supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember when Cyclops was telling my girl this? Y'all remember when Cyclops was joking with with Wolverine on the plane on the old X-Men movie saying like what you want us to wear? Blue and yellow spandex, some shit like that, right? X-Men 97 on the I think it was what a couple was it last season? I think it was last season, the end of last season. X-Men 97, that nigga Cyclops said the same thing. He was talking to who the fuck was he talking to? Technically his son. He was talking to, like, gave him a suit. It might have been a new season, but gave him a suit. He was like, niggas looking at the suit like colors, whatever. He was like, what do you want? Black leather? Like you want black leather, nigga? The fuck? So I love that subliminal. I love that subliminal message like between that shit is fire, bro. That shit was fire. Yeah, I don't like that black leather. Yeah, X-Men 97 they reversed it. That shit was so fucking hilarious, bro. That shit was hilarious, bro. You haven't watched 97 yet? You're bugging, nigga. That shit is too good. That shit's so good, bro. That shit too good. Way too good. It's the same voice actors, right? I remember X-Men Unlimited when they actually wore the black leather. I don't know how they're gonna do the new X-Men. I feel like the new X-Men is not gonna have Logan in it yet because Logan wasn't in it in the beginning. He was never a part of the X-Men in the early stages. Jean, Cyclops, they were. Storm pulled up. Yeah, Wolverine didn't come until later. You know what I'm saying? No, Cyclops is he belong in the X-Men. Wait, but I feel like they're gonna make a Wolverine movie first, like a Wolverine movie with. I feel like that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make a Wolverine movie with the new Wolverine actor. Not Hugh Jackman, but they gotta go younger. They gotta go a little younger. You know, they gotta go younger. And then they're gonna introduce him and like then they're gonna make an X-Men movie and all that shit down the road. But I feel like they're gonna do a Wolverine joint first. Sort of like this. Sort of like because this takes place before X-Men. So this is gonna be fire. Someone said they donated to your Cash App. Who said that? Ninja donated to the Ninja, bro. Hold on, I got you, bro. Let me check, bro. If you did, bro, I appreciate the love, bro. Yo, Ninja, thank you so much for the thank you so much for the donation, bro. I appreciate that, bro. Like every little dollar counts, bro. That shit helps me a lot, bro. Like, god damn, that shit's going straight to debt. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Like real shit. That's gonna help me a lot, bro. That shit's truly gonna help me a lot. Thank y'all, bro. Hey, the more y'all niggas donate, the longer I stream, nigga. I ain't gonna cap. But no, like for real, I appreciate that, bro. Cool with that. I just want him to join. He's gonna join. He's gonna 100% join. It's gonna be fire. All right, let's finally get into this video, bro. Let's finally get into this video. Shout out to Blitzwinger, bro. My guy. He said, okay, I need this to be true. So we're gonna get into this, see what's gonna happen, see what they're gonna be talking about in this video, see what he's gonna be talking about in this video. Yeah, let's do it, nigga. Do it, bro. Hell yeah. I like the dude with the lighter. Wait, what? With the lighter who control. Oh, you talking about what's that bitch ass nigga name? The nigga that got the that uses the lighter and shit like that. He can't just make fire. He has to get it from somewhere. Whoa, in the movies. What was that nigga name? He was in Deadpool Wolverine. Oh, it's not Inferno, is it? No, it's not Inferno. Is it Inferno? What was that nigga name? Pyro. That was his name. Pyro, not Inferno. Pyro. That's right. Yeah. I don't fuck with that nigga. Fuck that nigga. All right, let's get into it, bro.
Marvel's Wolverine already has an absolutely stacked lineup of villains. We've got Omega Red, we've got Mystique, we've got the nightmarish Ogon, we got the savage Sabretooth, which, yes, I know he'll probably start out as a hero, but also, obviously, if you know anything about Wolverine's history, at some point in time, he will become a little more villainous.
Yeah, Johnny can generate fire and all that shit, of course, but like I feel like Pyro, he can. The thing is, he can fully control. He could control it better than Johnny, if that make any sense. But yes, Johnny can generate that shit easily. Pyro can just take that much. Like nigga, this mine, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's why.
And we will certainly see him and Wolverine clashing. It is certainly inevitable. On top of that, we just got the reveal of Lady Deathstrike, another iconic rogue in Wolverine's
Lady Deathstrike
gallery.
OP,
and heck,
bro.
We even have the gigantic Sentinels to look forward to battling against.
This is gonna be like a God of War fight. Like these Sentinels and shit. These motherfuckers. I be forgetting how big Sentinels are, bro. Crazy work. I heard they're gonna be in Doomsday as well. And Doom is gonna use the Sentinels as his Doombots and shit like. Oh, that shit gonna be wild. That shit gonna be wild as fuck.
And honestly, when I really started to think about it, I realized Wolverine has a very underrated rogues gallery.
Crazy.
It really did make me think, hey, what other villains from Wolverine's rogues gallery could appear in this game? And more importantly, what other villains would I like to see appear in this game? So today we're going to go ahead and count down the 5 battles that would instantly elevate Marvel's Wolverine to be one of the greatest superhero games ever made. Some of these selections are most certainly realistic, some are incredibly unlikely, and honestly, my final pick, I know that it'll probably never happen, but if it did, boy, oh boy, would it break the internet and send everybody into a complete frenzy.
Oh, for sure.
Of course, guys, let me know what your list looks like. What villains are missing? What characters would you like to see appear in this game for us to battle against as Wolverine? And of course, while you're leaving that comment down below, take a quick moment and leave a like as well. Thank you guys so very much for your kindness.
No, Wolverine's rogue gallery is crazy.
Let's dive into the list. So let's begin with a selection that just simply feels right. And I'm, of course, talking about the Wendigo, or the Wendigo monster. Now, this is no ordinary villain. The significance of this villain would be the fact that this is actually the very first monster that Wolverine battles against in his very first appearance in anything. Like when he was created, which was in Incredible Hulk 180. Yes, some people will have you believe that Incredible Hulk 181 is his first appearance. I guess that's his first full appearance. However, he appears for the very, very first time in the last panel of Incredible Hulk 180. Then he goes on in Incredible Hulk 181 to battle it out with the Wendigo and another character as well, which you can probably figure out.
You didn't know that
character is.
But you didn't know that? Wait, Blazer, what exactly didn't you know? What exactly did you know, Blazer? Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Regardless, I feel like just that significance alone is already important in the sense that this is the one character that Wolverine goes up against in his very original debut. So why not go ahead and recreate that in the game itself? I mean, this seems like a perfect opportunity. We already know that there will be parts of this game that will take place in the snowy Canadian wilderness. So picture this. It's dark, walking through the forest. It's completely silent suddenly. And then you just hear some branches snapping. Something seems to be maybe snarling in the distance. Then boom, a tree breaks down. A massive white monster comes crashing through the trees and attacks us. No puzzle gimmicks, no puzzle solving, no anything like that. Just a full-on brawl.
Yeah, that'll be lit.
Against the Wendigo. And in my opinion, honestly, this could even be our very first boss fight in the entire game, which would be a really clever callback to Wolverine's comic debut, kind of doing like, you know, a reference there where it's like, hey, Wolverine, when he debuted, the very first monster that he battled in the comics was the Wendigo. So why not go ahead and recreate that as our very first big boss fight in the game, being the Wendigo as well. I think that would be a really cool idea, and I certainly would love to see the Wendigo appear. Even if it's like a side quest mission or something like that, that would be perfectly fine by me.
Regardless, okay. I feel like each boss fight on this game is going to be legit, like insane. What the fuck? Oh shit! I don't know what just happened. I don't know if my stream went out or not. I don't think it did, but I'm down for whatever when it comes to these boss fights, bro. It's gonna be crazy, like the gore, the combat in general, nigga. What? I feel like this might be, excuse me. I feel like this might be Insomniac's best combat, like overall. This shit looks better than Marvel Spider-Man 2 combat-wise. So, and that says a lot because Marvel Spider-Man 2 combat is crazy. So this is gonna be wild. Just the details, bro.
Okay, so in the second entry, let's talk about the one that I think everyone immediately thought of, especially when I mentioned Incredible Hulk 180 and 181, and that
Hulk
is
himself,
the
nigga.
Green Giant, the Incredible Hulk. Now, calm down. Before you go and start typing,
we gotta see about that.
I know the odds of the Hulk appearing are probably somewhere around like 5%. Heck,
this will be
maybe
the best
even
game,
less.
yeah.
But hear me out. Imagine we have this as maybe a side quest or a set of side quest missions, because remember, Marvel's Spider-Man did have multiple big characters like Carnage, right? Like he's introduced and Cletus is introduced through a side quest mission, not the actual main campaign. So why not do a really fun, again, homage to the debut of Wolverine in Incredible Hulk, where he goes on and essentially, let's say, as part of Task X, he has been assigned to track someone down. We do a couple of different tracking missions across different areas, and suddenly we're once again finding ourselves in some sort of a cavern or a cave within the mountains of Canada, which is usually where Wolverine and Hulk would brawl. They did so in Incredible Hulk 181, so it feels like it would be accurate. But let's say we step into that cave and we eventually see a frightened man. He's just trying to like hide over maybe a campfire or something like that, trying to stay warm. Of course, to us as the players, we're probably like, oh my goodness, is that Bruce Banner? Now, for Logan, because he's wearing his Team X attire, he immediately spooks Bruce, or this frightened man, who assumes, oh my goodness, the government has finally found him. So his heart rate spikes, he loses control, and suddenly, Hulk. We get an...
I'm 100% playing Fable. Or not my kind of game. Nigga, what? Fable? Bro, I love Crimson Desert is one of my favorite games. Anything of that nature, Dragon's Dogma, Crimson Desert, Fable, for example. What? That's my shit. I love those medieval vibe games, bro. That shit is everything to me, to be honest. Fable is up there. The attention to detail in that game, insane. Any game that's like that, like attention to detail based, super heavy when it comes to like just living and it's surviving, hell yeah, that's my shit. I will be streaming Fable and I will be playing it and covering it. Just I'm waiting until later to do all of that. I can't cover everything at once, so yeah. See what I'm saying? I thought so. Hell yeah, nigga. Like I don't stream Crimson Desert because there's so much shit to do in there and there's other games coming out, so I had to stop streaming Crimson Desert because of the fact that I'm having too much fun on that shit. Like it's fun not streaming that game. A Fable is fire.
Absolutely
Fire.
epic, all-out cinematic war between these two iconic Marvel characters. Claws versus fists, trees flying. You could go ahead and have rocks breaking. You could have the mountains maybe cracking as well in one of the cinematics.
That'd
Just
be cool.
make it an outright crazy battle that ultimately I feel like would be really well resolved, quote unquote, if you want to call it that, with the Hulk, let's say, unleashing a massive thunderclap. And as he releases this thunderclap attack, that triggers an avalanche
You'll like
to
the stream, y'all.
mountain above that then descends a huge amount of snow on both of our heroes, burying them beneath the snow, fade to black, and maybe we see a moment of the Hulk like jumping away or Bruce running away or something like that, just so that essentially you're kind of protecting both characters here. Nobody really wins, nobody really loses. They both simply walk away.
That'd be pretty
We
cool.
as the
And then
player
you go on about your business to the next mission. You know what I'm saying?
walk away with an amazing experience recreating that iconic battle between Wolverine and the Hulk. And I would absolutely adore to see something like that in this game. The third entry on the list was supposed to be Lady Deathstrike. I went ahead and felt like I had a really compelling pitch for why she needs to appear because of the fact that she's such an iconic part of Wolverine's Rogues Gallery, the history of her father's formula being stolen and then being used to create adamantium. Gave her a really great character motivation to hunt down and kind of dispose of the embodiment of this theft and dishonor that has been committed on her family and her family's name. So I feel like that makes perfect sense. Well, good news, it is confirmed. She is indeed going to be in the game. So obviously we already know that that is happening. But that did make me go ahead and start to question who else should make this list. And that's when I came up with Cyber. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, this character is not the most exciting looking or sounding in terms of the name.
But this would be a good side character, 100%.
I think that it's kind of a generic looking character. Definitely has a bit of a 90s over the type sort of vibe to it. It also looks like some like budget version of Colossus that you would find. Like if they were like, hey, let's go ahead and just kind of make a cheaper looking version of Colossus. Cyber is probably what you would end up with. But it is an interesting character in Wolverine's Rogues Gallery in the sense that it is the person that is actually Wolverine's drill sergeant. So I feel like there's a nice, interesting connection there to his history in the military that you could explore and give us an interesting, maybe flashback type mission. So that in and of itself is intriguing. And then on top of that, this would definitely be a physical match for Wolverine because most of his body is actually covered in adamantium as well. So I feel like it would allow us for a more interesting battle here, where you would have a character that can kind of match Wolverine in terms of the adamantium against adamantium. So it would maybe give us a bit more trouble, and maybe this would be the kind of fight where you would have to like rely more on your agility and being able to kind of like, you know, in the Spider-Man games, sometimes when you fight like Rhino, for example, you have to have him like charge into a wall or like an electrical generator or something like that. So maybe that type of a boss fight for the sake of variety would be kind of fun. So this was definitely the entry on the list that was a bit more makeshift, but I still think that this could be an interesting idea, both from a story perspective and the actual gameplay that it would require. Now, the next entry on the list is another no-brainer when it comes to Wolverine, and that is, of course, Silver Samurai. We know that
this nigga be going, bro.
Spending plenty of time in Tokyo, Japan within this game, so we know that we will definitely be spending some time there. In fact, the latest trailer for Marvel's Wolverine reveals a huge full-on brawl between Logan, the Hand, and the newly revealed Lady Deathstrike. So it definitely seems like we're going to be spending a pretty significant of time in Japan. And so because of that, I feel like it would certainly be very interesting if they explored the whole story with Mariko Yoshida, aka the love of Logan's life. Now, of course, interestingly enough, the latest trailer also seems to hint that maybe, just maybe, they will be exploring the love story between Jean Grey and Logan as well. So it would be kind of intriguing if maybe while we spend time in Japan, that is when Logan comes across Mariko Yoshida and he falls in love with her. And so then that is, of course, when the Silver Samurai swoops in, and you could do that whole storyline between Wolverine and the Silver Samurai unfolding as well, which I think would be intriguing. Plus, the Silver Samurai is just such a cool design in and of itself, so I think that it would just look really cool. I think a battle between Wolverine and Silver Samurai would definitely be a lot of fun to play through. Heck, I even really like that Wolverine or the Wolverine movie that I think some people either have never seen or kind of underestimate. Like, go back and rewatch that one. That one was surprisingly a lot of fun. So I really, really would love to see Silver Samurai and Logan battle it out in Marvel's Wolverine. I think that would make for a really fun battle, especially within the setting of it being in Tokyo, Japan. If maybe we could go to a more, I guess, like rural part, because so far everything that we've seen from Tokyo has been, you know, Tokyo proper in terms of the big neon lights and everything that feels like a big metropolitan city. I would love to see something that almost feels kind of like Ghost of Tsushima, in the sense that maybe it's like in a park or some sort of a setting like that, where we get to see the battle between Silver Samurai and Logan. I just think that would be really freaking cool. So I would love to see that fight. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. And then last but certainly not least on the list, we have the one that might sound crazy, but I'm of course talking about the Juggernaut. Yes, he's usually more of an X-Men villain than he is just a Wolverine villain. But to be fair, we already know that Jean Grey will be appearing in this game. We already know that Sabretooth will be appearing in this game as kind of NPC player helping characters, where they're going to help us in certain missions and such. So
maybe
imagine this: the Juggernaut battle is unfolding. We as Wolverine are struggling. Like, even though maybe you're winning your little stages, it still kind of completes with a cinematic of the Juggernaut once again getting the upper hand on Wolverine. And that's when we finally get the introduction of Jean Grey. She shows up, and thanks to her telepathic and telekinetic powers, that is what sways the battle and ultimately allows us to defeat Juggernaut. Kind of teasing the idea of the X-Men team in and of itself, implying that obviously in certain situations, Logan won't be able to get the job done alone, and he would need the help of the X-Men team to take down some of these greater foes. So I think that would be interesting. I also think it would just be a really cool way to introduce Jean Grey into the story, where she would essentially kind of appear to help us with what feels like an unstoppable force in the Juggernaut. And plus,
I wonder, like, in this universe, when Cyclops, you know what I'm saying, swoop her ass up, how is it going to be between Logan and Cyclops? They always got little beef over fucking Jean Grey and shit. So this is going to be interesting. Like, I can't wait to see the future of this series, of just this
the
universe.
Juggernaut. He's so freaking cool. One of the coolest villains in the entirety of the Marvel universe. So I would love to see Logan battle it out with the Juggernaut in Marvel's Wolverine. Now, I know that at the top of the video, I mentioned 5 boss fights that I would love to see, or villains that I would love to see in Marvel's Wolverine. But I guess promise made, and let's over-deliver, because there's absolutely no way that I could end this video without mentioning my ultimate dream pick. The one that is almost certainly never going to happen, but I have to mention it, and that is, of course, the Merc with the mouth, Deadpool. I mean, do I even need to go ahead and explain this one? You've got 2 of the most popular characters in all of Marvel history, in Wolverine and Deadpool. Pitting them against one another would be absolutely epic. I mean, look at how much money and how successful and fun that Deadpool and Wolverine movie was. So imagine if we got to recreate the battle that we see in that movie, but in Marvel's Wolverine as some type of a side quest mission. Like, I understand that they probably can't fit Deadpool maybe into the main story. Maybe it wouldn't make much sense, but as a side quest boss fight, holy moly, I feel like that would be absolutely internet breaking. Just imagine if there was a side quest that ultimately concludes with Deadpool showing up, and then we get a huge battle between Deadpool and Wolverine. Maybe Deadpool could break the 4th wall and look at the actual players at some point, maybe talk about like, hey, is Insomniac ever going to give me a game or something like that?
I don't know if Deadpool's going to pop up, bro.
So freaking cool and so much fun. I also think it would be one of those things that kind of could live up to the hype levels. Like, remember in Marvel Spider-Man 2 when we actually get to play as Venom, people were losing their minds. I feel like this would be the closest thing that Marvel's Wolverine could do. It would either be Hulk or Deadpool. So if one of those 2 could make it into the game, boy oh boy, would that be incredibly exciting, and it would be so much fun. But just please do not make it the version of Deadpool, if you even want to call that Deadpool, that we saw in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah.
This was the first time we saw Deadpool on screen.
Yeah.
In X-Men
It was
Origins.
a very frustrating experience. Yeah.
Did you get the part because you were sort of already attached to Deadpool, or was that a total coincidence?
Yeah, it was. I was already attached to the Deadpool movie. We hadn't at that point written the script yet, but you know, that came along, and it was sort of like, play Deadpool in this movie, or we'll get someone else to. And I just said, I'll do it, but it's the wrong version. It was Deadpool wasn't correct in it, so.
His mouth was sewn shut.
Yeah, he's got the Merc with the mouth, and they sewed his mouth shut.
Sense.
Yeah, no, not in. I mean, because Hollywood's a logical place. I mean,
And so there you have it. Those are the 5 boss fights that I think would make Marvel's Wolverine even more incredible and exciting than it already is. But now I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down in the comment section below, which villain did I miss? Do you think that someone from X-Men's or Wolverine specifically, Rogues Gallery, would fit really well on this list? Let me know down in the comment section below. Do you think that there's any chance that a character like the Hulk or Deadpool actually appear in this game in some capacity? Because, again, like I said, I think if it happens, I think that would be so freaking cool and so very exciting. Of course, like always, guys, if you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like. Thank you guys so very much for your kindness and your continued support. Subscribe for more Marvel's Wolverine coverage. And of course, like always, I hope y'all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day. Peace out. See y'all later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.
Rockstar, I think, is charging way too little for this game. No, they should be charging like $200 for this game.
I know.
GTA 6 is like the last great game.
It's easy to look at those remarks that came from a tech analyst just the other day as this outlier example, but the reality is that many in this gaming industry, especially many that don't care about this gaming industry, this is what they were calling for with Grand Theft Auto 6. The Wall Street folks, they wanted the game to be $100. They wanted it to set a new standard. And GTA 6 still is really $100. If you want the full version of the game, it is $100, and there's no physical edition and all of that, but for many of the Wall Street folks, that wasn't good enough. But the reality is that these individuals are driving this industry into the ground, and a lot of the decisions, a lot of the chaos that we are seeing is because of this growth that is getting out of control, and it's ruining so many of these studios, so many of these developers that we used to love. And Rockstar Games, even right now, there's all sorts of signs that GTA Online, whatever the next one is, be very worried with how much they're going to be pushing their subscription services and their shark cards. The latest stuff happening with GTA Online is a great example of that, in which they're nerfing tons of the previous heists and all of that. It's just created a lot of concern. And the problem is that concern is not just isolated to Grand Theft Auto Online. It seems like every single studio, every single developer in this industry is facing some sort of chaos similar to this. And that's why over the last couple of weeks, we've just been hearing constant people saying the games industry is crashing, or the games industry needs to crash. There's just countless of tweets, especially after what Sony did with their decision to stop physical production and kill off the secondhand market. It was a disgusting gut punch that the AAA games industry was finally turning their back on gamers. What I have to say to that is that this has been going on for a while now. In the last couple of weeks of events happening in this gaming industry, like, people have been concentrating rightfully on Grand Theft Auto and PlayStation, but there's been much more going on in between. News stories that didn't get the attention that it deserved, that it just shows that this gaming industry is right now burning to the ground. Some say that may be good, some might believe that this is going to get far worse. I am kind of in the latter territory, and I think that there's a lot of symptoms to what is happening right now. But ultimately, these are the perspectives that people have had lately. The exact same conditions of the industry getting so much worse with expensive games and market saturation led to the video game crash of 1983, so it's only right that every game company gets nostalgic and tries to do a modern Unreal Engine 5 remake of it. On a serious note, this is super depressing with the price hikes of tech, AAA games potentially increasing to $80, and the mass layoffs all around. The idea of another industry crash is becoming dangerously real. And the tweets go on and on and on, sharing similar perspectives. But when I look to the landscape of this gaming industry, especially on the AAA front, I look to, it just feels like a content machine. And what I mean by that is a lot of the ideas and the innovation that fueled this gaming industry in the early 2000s is completely gone. You see that happening in the indie space, but the reality is when you're spending 7 years on every game, they're multi-$100 million projects, a lot of them are going to find the easy lane. But when they don't, The only risk-averse projects tend to be the live service wet dreams of money-hungry executives. And ultimately, what that is looking at Grand Theft Auto Online, Fortnite, and trying to model that into their games. And we've seen how that has destroyed so many different publishers and studios with those just, well, let's be honest, they're dumbass investments. But recently, Sean Layden, former PlayStation boss, opened up about how these decisions are negatively affecting this gaming industry. He said, "We've lost a lot of the variety in games, and we can thank the rising cost of new titles for that. We had so many crazy games on the PS1. He further pointed out an observation he made at a Game Awards show a couple of years ago, an observation that many of us have had. There's so many games that looked like the game next to it and looked like the game next to it. I'm concerned that in today's world, quirky games like Parappa the Rapper don't get made anymore. I think we've lost a lot of the variety in games that are out there. We have this one's a looter shooter, and this one's a hero shooter, this one's an extraction shooter, shooter. We have mountains of those, but where's the next Katamari Damacy? And the honest-to-God truth is, citing the examples that he gave, is that they're just not financially beneficial enough. That's the thing with many of these publishers. They're looking at projects, spending amount of money on these games, and they realize if they're going to spend 3-4 years on a game, they need to make X amount of money. And if games are only going to have limited interest, it's just not worth that investment these days. Especially when many people are becoming a little bit more wise when it comes to spending their money. And I say that because you have stories like this. 60% of playtime in 2023 went to 6-year-old or older games, new data shows. It's not like these individuals are just playing Skyrim and Fallout New Vegas. No, these people are playing the live service games that came out a decade ago. Those games that continue to get updates, and they take up a massive portion of the online gaming audience. And the problem is that we continue to see more and more live services produced for audiences that don't exist. They don't want to move away from GTA Online. They don't want to move past Fortnite and Call of Duty. I guess what I'm trying to say is that for every one success story, we've had a couple over the last couple of years, Arc Raiders last year, before that Helldivers 2, and there's more. But the thing is, for every one of those success stories, there's another 10 live services that came about, they shut down within a couple weeks, and millions of dollars were poured into those projects. Millions that could have been poured into just tons of other smaller, unique projects, and really actually fueled growth in this industry. The problem is that this gaming industry has just turned its back on that. They don't care about that because it's all about aiming for the moon with these new projects. And I think the big consequence with that is that you're seeing generations just not interested in games like they used to be. Like, you'll have reports like this, 2025, more than 60% of US game players only buy 2 games or fewer per year. That's a problem, especially because people look at their Call of Duty and Fortnite, they'll buy one of those and maybe a new AAA title. Maybe they'll buy Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but that's it. Back in the day, that wasn't how people were purchasing games because there was just so much variety, so many different options, unique experiences, which are largely absent these days outside of the indie space. And then you have this report, an overwhelming majority of PC gamers prefer older video games. That's an updated story from 2025. But the actual growth that's happening from the gaming industry, this is not going to shock anybody, but it's fucking Roblox. It's Roblox. People are calling it the new Netflix for earlier this year. Gaming platform nears 10 billion monthly hours. Roblox fueled 67% of global gaming growth, capturing 4.5% of total consumer spending. That is just enormous. And I think what needs to be understood about statistics like this, and the ones I just brought up, it's that you have the younger generation that are pivoting to just experiences like Roblox. That is what they're focused on. And the gaming industry doesn't benefit from that because people aren't going to be buying $70 games. They're going to be playing whatever user-generated content that is going to be featured on there. And then you have the other gamers, maybe the more older generations, maybe our generation, maybe even older, but they're not buying games as much anymore because the options just aren't as good. And you can talk about the various reasons for that. You can talk about the lack of variety. You can talk about the live service nonsense that people are getting exhausted by. You can also talk about the fact that many people are just fine with the games that they already have and the growing backlogs that many already have as well. All of that should sound off alarms, red flags, our gaming industry going in the wrong way fast, especially in the AAA side. But then there is more with that, because there is a consequence when you're not having growth like the gaming industry used to have, is that the existing player bases, well, these companies have to make fucking money, so they're going to throw more microtransactions, more monetization schemes on players, and that's exactly what we've seen over the course of the last number of years, and it is only getting worse. Like this story from late June is one that a lot of people didn't know about, but it's really kind of concerning. It's a studio like From Software. People love the experiences that they put out. They invented pretty much the Souls genre, so many different games imitating them. Well, guess what? Their publisher is facing pressure as shareholders are pushing to remove the CEO over Elden Ring concerns. Those concerns pretty much are is that Elden Ring didn't make enough money for them. Yes, the billions of dollars that was printed is not enough for these investors. And as it said here, Natsuno, who has led the company since 2021 and is being criticized over the group's declining profitability. Kadokawa's board of directors has defended him in the past, arguing that removing him would create uncertainty at a time when the company is trying to carry out several reforms. And then this is where it gets into the activist investors that are going after them. The situation has become more difficult because Hong Kong-based Oasis Management is now Kadokawa's largest shareholder, holding 13.76% stake. One of the fund's main criticisms concerns the commercial management of Elden Ring. And again, it's just because they didn't make enough money. They were upset about their partnership with Bandai Namco in the past. Oasis has also gained support from two major shareholder advisory firms. Institutional Shareholder Services released a report recommending that shareholders support the proposal, stating, while it may take time to find a replacement for Natsuno, this is a challenge worth accepting. And then Glass Lewis, a major proxy advisor, has also recommended voting against the reappointment of the current CEO. Now, I understand Kadokawa covers a lot of other different things. It's not just like the From Software publisher and such, but still, if they replace this CEO, they're going to bring somebody in that's going to be more money focused. And that's kind of how all of this always goes. It's going to be bringing in another vulture, somebody who's even more cutthroat than the last. That's a concern with From Software and their titles to be, because that pushes developers out and that changes the landscape of the game developer. And that's where soul can be lost. And I'm not saying that they're going to turn into Ubisoft tomorrow or they're going to be pushing Ubisoft like microtransactions, but when they're upset that Elden Ring didn't make enough money, that is just, it sets off alarms. And speaking of greed happening in this AAA games industry, we have the recent events that have happened with Activision and their Call of Duty Black Ops ports that were brought onto PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, costing $40 each and do not include any DLC.
Your boy was knocked out. That's my cue. I want to get out of here. I'll catch y'all niggas, bro. All right. I will be streaming tomorrow. Day after that. Day after that. Day after that. All right, I gotta get up out of here though. But I gotta get some rest though, because I gotta work tomorrow. I'll catch y'all though. All right. I'll look out for some videos tomorrow from the stream. So, out of here. Deuces.